What's happening? It's Late Night CJ, and I'm back at it once again. I'm not gonna really stir the pot a whole bunch. I'm gonna just hop right into it. So I came across this podcast called the Fugazee podcast with this cat named Cooley. Now I'm not a hater. That's why I'm letting y'all know who it is, what the show is, for contextual purposes. Well, old boy sits up there. It's kind of like Fresh and Fit. Him and his partner. They have these ladies on there who are, kind of, I don't want to be disrespectful, but for the sake of contextual purposes, kind of run of the mill. There's a few pretty ones, a few average ones, depending on what your particular taste is. Well, he goes on because, some women might find him desirable, so he kind of plays into that because he realizes he has the upper hand in the conversation. I doubt very seriously that he would speak to a lady that is on a higher echelon in this manner. But one thing he said that kind of stuck there, he said single mothers should be used as recreational items. That's a very interesting take. A very interesting take. That you would classify them as something to be played with. But let's step on past that. So it was brought up by another content creator. That old boy got with a single mama. She had 2 kids. Okay. Love is love, okay? He tends to be a little bit extra critical on the sisters, okay? Maybe he just has this reverse psychology way of building up the people. All right, let me see. So, go ahead. Oh. If he went to 31 flavors, he picked the vanilla ice cream. Love is love. Love who you like, who you married, that's on you. But in doing so, you, as I might quote the great philosopher Beanie Siegel, you are not qualified now to speak on certain situations. Now, when he said what his qualifications were for being an upper tier man was, he's 6'5", makes good money off of YouTube, and he's black. Man, the audacity of somebody where that's the only thing you bring to the table, to try to disqualify and degrade people based upon something that may have taken place 10, 15 years ago and is not indicative to who they are today. But for you to say, I'm black and I'm tall and I make good money. 2 out of the 3 you had nothing to do with. You might want to give a round of applause to your parents and your grandparents, but you had nothing to do with that. And if by some chance, God forbid, your financial situation takes a turn, what puts you on that upper tier anymore? But the point I want to make is to the ladies. Sometimes you have to realize who you being criticized by and what qualifies them to be able to criticize somebody. A lot of times people can sound very smart in a dumb conversation. That was on top of the head. Let me say that again. There's a lot of people that sound smart in a dumb conversation. Why are we allowing people to dictate and influence how we think about ourselves? How does something you don't have anything to do with, or something that can change in a moment's notice, put you on an upper echelon? And if so, to who? What good is a steak dinner to a vegan? What good is the American dollar when it's being placed at a place where they only accept pesos or yen? It's worthless. Therefore, we have to start putting our value back in ourselves and not what other people think about us. Because if you let this cat, Mr. Cooley, which is, I said I'm gonna be respectful, Mr. Cooley, come in here, tell you brown women that you should be judged more harshly or more criticized, if you will. And he picked the vanilla ice cream. And he says that, you know, if you a single mother, then you are a recreational item. But yet still, he got with the woman with 2 babies and made 2 more. And he never put a ring on it neither. So you can't tell me about relationship advice, homie, if you ain't never been through nothing. You can't tell me about commitment and everything when the only thing you done committed to is making more babies. Because the problem with the brothers nowadays, we know how to create life, but don't know how to make a life. Think about what I'm saying. You can create a life, but can you make a life for that creation? I think it's time that we start turning the water off on these type of dudes. I ain't hating. Trust me, I'm not hating. But I know what I'm dealing with when I see them out in the streets, when I see these women competing over what? Violation. Fellas, whose man is this? Whose man's is this? Stop letting people make money off of you. Stop letting people make money off your insecurities. Come on back to who you was, who you are, and you accept your brilliance. Don't let somebody talk your brilliance down to mediocre. This is Late Night CJ. Like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. 100.